Hi everyone, this is Jess from LivingGirlLivingFoods.com. Haven't done a video in a really long time. I'm really sorry about it. They're hard for me to do because I let them be hard for me to do. I suppose there's so much jibber jabber going off in my head about being too concerned on what everyone else will think when I really just need to focus on at least creating something and sharing that. And it's hard with doing website stuff and private classes because I am a private chef. Have this tendency of kind of isolating myself from other people. I'm rather obsessed at times with being alone, even though I'm kind of one of those mega Leos, which you can take or leave that if it means something to you, if it doesn't. I'm a really social person, typically really happy. Can usually hear my laugh literally from a block something away. I'm almost always smiling, but I still have my shiitake too. Everyone has something going on, so I just wanted to kind of reach out to anyone else who's having a hard time maybe getting their site started. They're feeling really overwhelmed or drained. They're letting negativity block them from creating anything, when sometimes creating something ends up, you just end up getting all this music and movement and people into your life that you can't hear anything else except the positive going on. You can't focus on anything except what's making you truly happy. So for anyone like me who has issues at times with sharing things on the internet or doing videos or anything out of their little comfort zone, please give it a try and keep plugging away at it. I'm positive it will get better. I personally was going through a little bit where I was doing videos a lot and was getting almost comfortable with them, and then I fell out. So I'm trying to hop back on. So yes, I wanted to share that. I'm also having a bit of an off day, and I've had a couple of readers and clients and new friends. People always say, "Oh, you're always happy. Is that something that comes with raw food?" I can't say that. I can't say you will be happy for the rest of your life or every day because of eating raw food. For me personally, changing my lifestyle with food also ended up creating more positive actions in my life. If you've read my site, you've been following me for a bit, changing the way I ate helped me change pretty much almost everything about me. I feel like I'm kind of a chameleon person. I'm always adapting to things and testing out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. I started off with eating things differently, then it was talking to different people, losing some friends, going to yoga, getting into running, getting into herbs, traveling more, reading different things, getting into spirituality, getting into energy work. Life keeps going, and there's always something out there that maybe we haven't learned about just yet. Maybe it's not time for it, and there's a little ride we need to go on first before we can get there. So no, I can't say that because of raw food you're gonna get a unicorn and ride a freaking rainbow, or I'm not really sure what people are thinking. It's not instant happiness. It's not, I don't know, it's not going to give you your own little slice of heaven. everything takes a little bit of work because we put all these stupid unwritten rules and negative jibber jabber in our heads. That's blocking it. It's blocking it all out, so we have to relearn things. We have to be comfortable with that we don't have all the answers, and you can't get instant gratification. And everything in life that, for me personally, has helped me out the most, has made me feel better, move better, be better. It took time, and it was a practice of the sorts. So, just wanted to get that out there. I had a lot of people asking me about that. Also had some questions about me personally when I have bad days, and I've spoken a little bit before about fears and how I'm always, every day, there's always kind of like a big fear that I try to conquer. And I've been getting there. I'm trying. Some things that I've been working on recently are, I really don't like heights. I really don't like being upside down, which is funny because I practice yoga, and there's a lot of things, some poses where you go upside down, or you go, you're going in that direction of going upside down, and I freak out in my head. I think it's impossible. There's no way. There's no way. But of course there is. Of course there's a way, or there wouldn't be that pose. So it's kind of one of those things where anything that's been put in front of you in life, it's not there to block you at all. It's there for you to meet it, greet it, be friends, and move. So there's, what's that saying? In the word impossible, there's the word possible. There's the word I am possible. So anything is possible. One other thing I wanted to share, I see I'm already getting close to 8 minutes on this video. I've been having a little bit of an off day, and I know that kind of emotions have seemed to be really interesting to others with raw foods. If you're always in a good mood, or if your relationships with people are different, or with yourself, how you see things. And I really do think that eating more, living a plant-based food will benefit anyone. It can benefit anyone, and it could just be a green juice a day at first, or actually having a raw salad for once. It could be just a little thing. But I do want to stress that it's still possible to have bad days. It's not a pill. Even with pills, it's not that instant remedy that we all want, because we've created that lifestyle for us. We've created that world where we think everything is instant. And you can't put yourself in a microwave and get instant results. It's not, nothing is like that. So last night, I had this dream that pretty much lasted my entire night, as far as I see it in my head. Where I was hanging out with my father. If you've been following my site for a while, my father passed away when I was around 13, and I'll be turning 26 pretty soon, which is scary. So he's been dead now for about 13 years, and last night I had this dream where I was just sitting with him in this room. Had nothing in the room. I can't remember what we were talking about. I know we were talking, but I don't remember actually ever hearing anything. I knew I was there. It wasn't a younger me or an older me. It was the present me. My father was not sick. He looked like the good memories I had of my father. the good times. And I can't say that all of my dreams have been like that. I've definitely had a lot of them where he was sick or he was in the hospital, things of that nature. But last night was just this, I can't remember what we spoke about, but I just remember my father being really calm the whole time. And today, for some odd reason, I've been letting that get to me. And it's not even like anything bad happened in the dream at all. I think it was just my father trying to visit me and maybe remind me about some of the things that I love about him as a human being. So just some things to share with you about the dream, since everyone seems so interested in learning a little bit more about me personally. My father always kind of had this way of being more or less pretty calm about everything. If he was really pissed off at you and you were a family member, you would know. That's a completely different situation. But with friends, or if you come to him for advice, or if you worked with him, you could say something really terrible to my father, or maybe even something nice, or you're talking about sports, whatever it could be, and you could always tell that he would take, not a minute, that's too long, but he would take a little time and let whatever you said marinate with him. And he looked very calm, but I could always kind of tell he was breaking down everything and really thinking about what you said, what you really mean, probably your actions as you as a person, and he would think about himself in a similar way and about what reaction would he have. And everything he would end up saying in reply would always be just the right amount of words. It seemed like he had everything down so technically. It was just enough to not be overkill, but enough that you knew that he really cared about whoever you were. He really cared. He really respected you. He wanted to show compassion. He has no intention in physically harming you or anything of the sorts. And I always admire that about my father. How he would take that time to think about things. And how I see it now, I think I appreciate it even more. Because now I've noticed with myself that I need that time, just a few seconds, to think about how I'm going to react about something. If those actions really explain how I want to be explained as a person. When I was younger, maybe I thought it was a little bit more manipulative. Maybe I didn't appreciate it as much. But it was something that was reminded to me in that dream, how my father would always be pretty much a calm person. He was so great with people. And I do hope that I am that type of person when I meet with a client, when I write a post, when I help someone in the grocery store, that it doesn't come off as being egotistical. It's not a power trip. It's if I can help someone in any way that I can, that doesn't harm me either, then of course I would love to help. Of course I would love to help. We're all here to help each other and love each other, and I think for the most part we all want the same basic things in life. Maybe you want, I don't know, I'm not really great with this stuff. Maybe you want a Cadillac though, and I personally really don't care about cars. I don't even own a car, to be honest. I end up borrowing everyone else's when I need one. But But the simple things, we all want to live and love and laugh, and produce something in some shape or form to help others, to serve ourselves and others. My father was always the one too who, the many times where I've broken things, he would be the one who would take me to the doctor's office. He'd be the one when I would have to get some crazy shot and the needle would look huge. He would remain calm. So he would put other people's feelings and needs before himself, which is really beautiful. It sounds simple, but we typically don't do it for each other. What comes to my mind is I've noticed it's really hard for human beings to be nice to strangers. For a great example, I was at the beach the other day. A woman was carrying her toddler through the sand. The toddler, her Crocs fell off her feet, and I was really far away. I'm really proud of myself for being able to see that the Crocs fell off. And everybody around, right where the Crocs fell, no one said anything to the woman. No one got up or did anything to help. I ran over, grabbed the Crocs, was running after the mom, and gave her the shoes and spoke to the little girl for a minute or two, and then went back to my towel. And people were kind of giving me this look, like how my eyes are like that, just this like, what's going on? Why is it so hard to do something so simple that didn't cost me any money? It wasn't taxing in any form, and yet there was tons and tons of other people at the beach. The beach was packed this day. The Crocs fell right on someone's towel pretty much, yet no one would do it. No one would do it. No one got up and did it. And I'm kind of curious as to why these things happen. Why is it so difficult for us to think in our head, oh, well, if my child dropped their shoes, or, I would want someone to go get it. So why is it when it happens to a complete stranger, it's so hard to apply? Why are we so detached? Why aren't we taking these couple of minutes to let our thoughts resonate with us, to marinate, to be proud of the actions we do, even if it's a lack of action. If someone comes at you saying things that does not resonate with you, and you can tell that it's doing harm to you, telling them to back off, telling them, I'm sorry, what you're saying doesn't work for me, I do not appreciate it, I wish you the best, but please, give me my peace. So I'd like to think that my little dream with my dad last night was not to do me any harm. The harm that it's doing me is just shiitake in my head that I'm growing on my own. It's the little fake stories and lies that we feed ourselves all the time. Because that's what the ego likes to do. That's what we like to do. We like the drama. I think my dad hanging out with me last night was just kind of a reminder that all of these things that I admire in him, they are in me. They are in other people. And I should do and will do what I can to help invoke that in others, to spark this. Because as a whole, we've become pretty lazy. We've become very fearful, hateful, and there's a point where it just has to stop. You get sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I've shared with my own personal story before too, there's a point where you just get tired of feeling depressed, of, in my case, of being bedridden. I got so tired of feeling like crap when I know that that's not why I was put here. There's no way that anything was created so it could feel miserable. There's no way. That's something that we create on our own. That's something completely created on our own. So I hope this helps people out there who've been fearful of doing videos. Maybe you haven't been keeping up with your website. Please keep doing your website. Please keep doing your thing. At least you're creating something, and everyone's story has people that it connects with. Because we are meant to help each other. We really are. And please consider helping more people, which also means helping yourself in a sense. If you're in a situation that you can tell is just toxic, leaving. Doing yourself the favor of leaving. You never know who you're inspiring. If you leave a toxic situation, maybe other people will leave it too. Maybe if you're typically a couch potato and you decide that you're gonna go run, maybe you inspire someone while you're running. For them to go run too, for them to start moving and living and being. So, I hope this helps anybody out, or maybe it was at least entertaining to hear some of my thoughts. And thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to me. I know this has been like a 20-something minute video. It's really long for YouTube. And hopefully I will see you all soon. Wishing you an excellent week. Thank you. Bye-bye.